Hello and welcome to another Gladstone video. And this it was a new section was opened up, and it's the Carpentry Shop. Now I went in there at night, sort of with my flash. Yes, I was flashing in the Carpentry Shop. Well, I just needed to be careful of splinters, didn't I? Well, as you'll see, I kind of did do a no, hang on, did do a bit of that. Uh, Anyway, so this also kind of shows where sort of dust and insects can look very sort of orb-y. I know people are into the big whole orb thing. I'm not a huge believer or exponent, whatever word you want to use. Translated, I think, in a lot of cases, they're a load of crap, actually. And this is a fantastic example because I opened up the door and there's all this stuff. But the interesting thing was that the camera was still blurred. Now, I really wouldn't have thought that it would be blurry simply because of dust particles flying around everywhere. And I love how Humphrey's a bit... So make up your own mind on that. Oh, that sounded slightly aggressive. That wasn't intended. So anyway, this is the Carpentry Shop at night, complete with blurry bits at the start. Come on, focus. Doesn't want to focus. Oops. That's got it. Okay, so this is the carpentry shed. With all kind of crazy dust particle things rushing around. And wind. So we've got, well, this thing. Gee, I'm so knowledgeable, aren't I? Oh, and there's these. Oh, gee. Don't know how useful that could be. Oh, you could unravel it and see what the end result would be. Looks like a giant cotton reel. Oh, and there's some odds and sods here. And a bucket with lots of barbed wire type things. Oh yes, we had visions of me going, ow. Chop. Oh, there goes a thumb. Things that amuse, eh? Okay. Well, we'll just pan around to the rest of the room there. Interesting, there's no echo. In a room this size, there's no echo. Hello? The echo is completely absorbed. Hello? Okay, well, I don't really pick up anything in here, but I use that crummy ghost box thing and see what happens. I must admit, the sounds in the galvanised iron don't sound too friendly. Oh God, that sounds awful. That's what it looked like at night. And I did a spirit box session. Now the spirit box is an app on the phone. I was really not sold on it. I had seen and used it before, and basically all it is a thing that makes a lot of noise and beep 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 beep, and then it might spit out a word. It's in that respect, it's a bit like a novelist, where a random word will be spat out. Like, oh, there's a random word over there. Oh my god. So the spirit box thing. Now, I only wrote down the stuff after. Now, the one in the carpentry shed, I actually didn't write down until afterwards, so it's a little bit brief. What the problem was that I thought, well, if I have it on mute, that'll negate some of that type noise. The downside to that I didn't realise was that it also stopped notifying me that a word had come up. So that sort of defeated the purpose, and I kind of got a little bit told off, one could almost say, because when I finally realised and turned the sound back up and demuted it, or whatever you want to say, the word talk came up. So it's kind of, okay, yes, that's more than a coincidence, and that's the thing I look for with these things too. If it's just it has to be, one of the things I say, it has to be specific to the area that I'm in. So it has to do with, if I'm in the carpentry shed, then it is to do with carpentry, you know, like nails or something. Oh, nails. So interesting that the word talk was the first one to come up. I actually scrolled through the history of the words that did come up, and the name Rachel was one of the things that came up. Now, maybe the entity was a fan of Russell Morris. I don't know. But the name Rachel came up. But then find her was the next thing to come up on the screen there. So find someone called Rachel, and I then sort of made a comment about sort of sitting there by myself in the dark listening to this, and the word alone came up. And no, it had nothing to do with Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Yeah, right. So that's what happened with the Spirit Box session. That was a little blurb that I wrote down about it there. And now let's have a look at what the place looked like during the day. Hello, I am just interrupting myself, can't you tell with my different attire, wandering along as I'm walking around with the daytime thing with the carpentry shed. You'll see some shadows. Now, if you look at the light, that shadow is of me, because the sun was at the back of me, so any shadow that you see kind of along like that, like I just said, that's me, in case anyone thinks, oh, that's something spookily, paranormally, ghosty, spiritually. Yeah, that makes kind of sense. Anyway, back to the daytime. So we've got my crunchy, exaggerated footsteps. Oh, look, let's gaze into an open window. Oh, look at that. There's orbs everywhere. Oh my god. The poor thing to readjust. So there we go. That's that. Oh, my sinuses are terrible. And here is something. Oh, can we have a fireman's calendar to go with this, please? Oh, well. You know, got to start somewhere. And there's some of the, I was going to say utensil-y things, but I suppose they're the things that get made or something along there. So obviously it looks different during the day. Well, duh. Let's just state the obvious, eh? Actually. There we go. Oops, sorry. Gosh, could you imagine the beard that you'd have to shave with that? Wow. That would be seriously Ned Kelly beard, probably. Yes, I'll reach into the bottom and see what's down there. Ooh. And you got some strange red thing there. But yes, actually, what I'll do... There we are. So that's what that all looks like in close. And I've just blurred it. Well done. Nope, doesn't want to readjust. There we go. Alright. So that's... got visions of me because I'm stepping backward of falling A over T. So that's what that all looks like. Like so. There we are. No really awful vibe in here actually. Not as bad as the laundry. Thankfully. Ooh, look. Ooh. So that's like a back area there. Some of this stuff always looks really nice with the morning sun on it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to head out the exit now, as you do when you want to walk out. Alright. Ciao ciao for now. So there we go, we've got day and night. Now I won't do any effects, I'm kind of finished with those, they take too long. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. There's sort of lots of different things to do with the jail. This is a new section that was open. Anyway, I'm going to trundle off and... I think the birds want me to... Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to trundle off and edit this thing together, I think. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do all the bells and whistles and all that sort of stuff, and it gives me another excuse to wave my arms around and all of that sort of thing, and Humphrey still. Alright, you take care of yourself, okay? And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.